What is logic for? It helps us express concepts, conduct research, and reason with greater precision. It also allows us to make more accurate judgments in our daily lives. Content 1. The importance of logic. The importance of logic in life cannot be overstated. It not only helps us articulate our concepts clearly, but also enables us to make more accurate judgments. In daily life, we constantly face choices, which may be right or wrong. Logic helps us better distinguish between right and wrong, thereby making relatively correct decisions. For example, when hearing a unique point of view, our first reaction should not be to accept it entirely or reject it outright. Instead, we must learn to think about its validity and investigate whether there is solid evidence to support it. This practice makes us less susceptible to deception. We can use rational thinking to deconstruct lies, identify linguistic traps, and discern logical fallacies. Equivocation, stealing the concept. Legend says there was a wolf in the forest outside a village. No one had seen it, but everyone was terrified. One day a merchant said, "As long as you still fear the wolf, it proves the wolf exists." So the villagers paid the merchant every day to drive away the wolf. Months later, someone questioned this. "We are afraid simply because you remind us of the wolf every day, not because the wolf actually exists." The merchant just smiled. "You are afraid, therefore the wolf exists." As a result, the villagers remained afraid and continued to pay, but the wolf never appeared. This story is a perfect example of equivocation. The merchant cleverly equated fear, a subjective emotion, with the wolf's existence, an objective fact. The so-called fallacy of equivocation is the act of replacing a core concept in a discussion with another similar sounding or related concept, thereby establishing an explanation that seems reasonable but is fundamentally flawed, passing off the spurious as genuine. Therefore, in life we must carefully analyze what others are saying, lock onto the core concepts they are using, and stay alert to whether the meaning of these concepts is being shifted, to avoid being misled by sophistry, ambiguity, confusing concepts. When you're shopping, have you ever seen a buy one get one free BOGO sign? It looks tempting, making you think you can get two identical items for the price of one. But when you look closer, you might be disappointed. It turns out it doesn't mean what you thought. Buy A, get A. Instead, it means buy a shirt, get a pair of socks, or buy a game console, get a small toy. This is ambiguity, using two similar but different concepts as if they were the same, leading to a logical error. To avoid this fallacy, we must consider the precise intention, definition, and extension scope of the concepts we use. We must analyze them in context to avoid being misled by the confusion.